and family to Chesterton Academy of Annapolis. We are delighted to have you join us for our production, but we would like you to go ahead and silence and turn off all cell phones. And also we are going to film and record it, so you are welcome to take pictures. We're going to have pictures at the end of the play. So with that, welcome you and thank you so much for coming to watch A Midsummer Night's Dream with us.
Now for Hippolyta. Our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bringing another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in nights. 4 nights will quickly dream away the times. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, being bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go Philostrate. Stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I wound thee with my sword, and one thy love doing the injury. But I will wed thee another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned leader.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, and my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious duke, be it so she will not hear before your grace, consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she's mine, I may dispose of her, which will be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
And himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father would look but with mine eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I made bold, nor how it could concern my modesty, in such a presence to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me, in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know your youth and examine well your blood, whether, if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of the nun.
So will I grow, so live, so die. My soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and thee, for everlasting bond of fellowship. Upon that day, prepare to either die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy praised title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and what's mine, my love shall render him. And she's mine. And all my right I estate upon Demetrius.
I am my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. Why should I then not persecute my rights?
Demetrius, come, and come Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look to arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will. Come, my Hippolyta.
With duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
You like for want of rain, which I could well between them from the tempest of my eyes.
I mean, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did one smooth. But either it was different in blood,
O cross, to high to be enthralled too low.
or else misgraft in respective years,
O spite, too old to be engaged too young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, how to choose love by another's eyes.
Hear me, Hermia. I have a widow's aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child. Remote 7 leagues is her house from Athens, and she respects me as her only son. There will I marry thee. and to that place the sharp Athenian cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and within a league without the town, in the wood, where we did once with Helena do observance to a morn of May, there will I stay for thee.
I swear to thee, Lysander, by Cupid's sharpest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, in that place thou hast appointed me, truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
You call me fair. That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he still loves me.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate him, the more he follows me.
The more I love him, the more he hates me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, Helena. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself shall flee this place. And in the forest, where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, and empty our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. Goodbye, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we will starve our sight from lovers' food tomorrow at deep midnight.
I will, my love. Helena, adieu. As you and him may Demetrius goes on you.
How happy some or other son can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. Things base and vile, holding no quantity. Love can transpose the form and dignity. And therefore is wicked Cupid painted blind? For ere Demetrius looks on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he were only mine. And from those hails some heat from Hermia felt, and so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night. Pursue her, and for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense.
Company here.
You're best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is a scroll. It would have every man's name as fits throughout all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, read what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to.
I marry our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourself.
Enter as I call you. Nick Bottom, the Weaver.
Ready. Name one part-time for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
He is a lover that kills himself most gallantly for love.
Not to us some tears in the true performing of it. If I do, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure to the rest. Yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Ericles rarely, or parts of Terracatin to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now name those.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
Why is the lady of Pyramus must love?
A lady? Nay, faith, let me not play a woman, for I have a beard coming.
You may play at a mass, and you may speak as small as you will.
Hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too, while speaking a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe. Ah,
No, no. You must play Pyramus. And Flute, you Thisbe.
I'll proceed.
Robin Starvelling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starvelling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Snug, Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner, you the lion's part. And I pray, here is a play well fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be given to me, for I'm slow of study.
You may do it ex tempe cadbury roaring, for it is nothing but roaring.
And I may play the lion too. I will roar, that I will do any man good to hear me. I will roar, that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
Aye, and you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies. They would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son.
son.
I grant you, friends, if you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you, 'twere any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, one you shall see on a midsummer's day, a most lovely gentleman like that. Therefore, you needs must play Pyramus.
Well, I'll undertake it. What beard do I best play it?
Why, what you will. But masters, here are your parts. I am to entreat you, request and desire you, to con them by tomorrow night. Meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town, by moonlight. For if we meet in the city, we will be dogged with company, and our devices made known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of properties, such as our play wants. I pray you fail me not.
We will meet, and there we will rehearse most obscenely and courageously take pains. Be perfect.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough. Hold or cut bowstrings.
And I was sent to pray the king to do rewards upon the green. Council's tall and pensioners being, and their good spots you see. Those be rubies, fairy fingers, and the freckles of their sabers.
I must go seek some good drops here, and hand a pro in every house upstairs. For all love spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all our elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his rebels here tonight. Take heed the queen be not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, but jealous Oberon would have the child. Knight who was trained to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear, spangled starlight sheen. But they do square, that all their elves for fear creep to acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I must take your shape and make you white, or else you are that screwed and never stray. Call Robin Goodfellow or not you keep, that frights the maidens of the village here. Misled night wanderers like an echo at harm. Those that have goblin, call you in free cut. You do their work and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakest aright. I am the merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in the likeness of a filly foal. Sometime like I in a gossip's bowl, in the very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt, telling the saddest tale, sometime for a 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then slip I from her bum, down topples she, and sailor cries and falls into a cough. And then the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxen in their mirth, and knees and swear. A merry was never wasted there. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
And you're my mistress. Will that you gone?
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous? Oberon. Very skip hence and forsworn is bent.
Terry Rash once. Am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here, come from the farthest step of India with that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskin mistress, and your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, proud Titania, ransom my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since the middle summer spring met we on hill or dale, forest or mead, but with thy brawls wast disturb our sport.
Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do beg a little James and boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland lies not the child with me. His mother was a buttress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood. And we have laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy. And for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance on our rounds and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me and I'll spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, I will go with you.
Not for thy very kingdom. Bears away, shall chide down right if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment you for this injury. My gentle pop, come hither. Thou remembers the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make a man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature thou seest. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan comes from the lead.
I'll do the girdle around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she's asleep, and drop the liquor in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, wolf, or bull, on living monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take with another, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I'm invisible and will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Now, where are Lysander and Hermia? You told me they were stolen unto these woods, and here I am, woed in these woods because I cannot meet my fair Hermia. Now get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, and yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you that I do not, nor cannot love you?
And even for that I do love thee the more. I am your spaniel, Aunt Demetrius. The more you beat me, the more I fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave. Unworthy as I am to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love? And yet what higher place of respect with me than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on you.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
I'll run and hide me in the brakes and leave you to the mercy of the wild beasts.
The wildest beast hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed.
I will not stay thy questions. Go thy way. Or, if you will follow me, do not believe, but I will do thee mischief in the wood.
In the temple, in the town, in the field you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, you do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed and we're not made to woo. I will follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, him. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Welcome, Hunger. Hast thou the flower there?
Hi, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where the oxlips and nodding violet grows, quite over a canopy with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania at some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dance and delight. And there the snake grows her enamel skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. But thou take some of it, and seek through this grove a sweet Athenian lady is in love, with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effect it with some care that he may prove more fond on her than she upon glove. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come, now a roundel and a fairy song. Then for the third part of a minute hence. Some took the cankers and the musk rose buds. Some bore with green mice for their leathern wings to make my small elves coats. And some keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits. Sing me now sleep, and to your offices and let me rest.
You spotted snakes with double tongues, you and blind ones, do not wrong. Come not near our fairy queen.
Fill now with melodies, sing our sweet lullaby. Lulla, lulla, lullaby, lulla, lulla, lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm. Lulla, lulla, lullaby, lulla, lulla, lullaby. Come, our lovely lady nigh, and good night, lullaby.
Waving spiders, come not here. Hence, long-legged spinners, hence. Beetles black, approach not near. Worm nor snail, do no offense. Fill with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. Lulla, lulla, lullaby, lulla, lulla, lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm. Lulla, lulla, lullaby, lulla, lulla, lullaby. Come, our lovely lady nigh, so good night, with lullaby.
And to lay all is well, one of loose stands says no.
What thou seest when thou dost wait, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, hard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear, when thou wakest it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I have quite forgotten our way. But rest us here, keep you thinking good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be still, Lysander. Find your out to bed. Cry upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One bed, one heart, two bosoms and one throat.
Nay, good Lysander. For my sake, my dear, lie farther off, do not lie so near.
Well, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. I mean that my heart unto yours knit, so that of one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchanged with an oath. Two bosoms and a single throat. For then, by your side, no bed for me to nigh. For in lying so Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Much beshew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie farther off and hear modesty. Such separation, as may well be said, becomes a courteous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant and good night. May your love never alter, to thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen, say I to that fair prayer. And so end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half the wish the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despise the Athenian maid. And hear the maiden, sleeping sound, on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty so, she durst not lie. Near this lack love, this kill courtesy, churl, upon mine eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. And when thou wakest, let love forbid take his seats on my eyelid. So, awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon. Pray do not kill me, sweet Demetrius!
thee hence. Do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so.
Stay, on thy peril, I will go alone.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. For the more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears, even if my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, no, it was ugly as a bear. For beast that beat me, run away in fear. But who is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead? Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire will I for thy sweet sake, transparent Helena. Nature shows arts, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish in my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. What though he love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Still Hermia loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes that with her I have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who would not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason states, you are the worthier maid.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? And when at your hands did I deserve this much scorn? It is not enough, young man, that I did never, nor never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eye. But now you must flout my insufficiencies? Good troth you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well, perforce I must confess, I thought you lord of much true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia.
Hermia,
Sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come to my standard. For as a serpent of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing the stomach brings. Or as high heritage that men do leave, of all be hated, but most they did deceive. So thou, my serpent and my heresy, of all be hated, but most of me. And with all my powers, to address your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do your best to pluck the serpent from my breast. Ay, me for pity. What a dream was here. Look how I do quake with fear. Methought serpent eat my heart away. And you sat smiling at its cruel prey. Lysander, what, removed? Lysander, gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where are you speak? And if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No, I perceive to you all but nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Pat, pat. And here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot our stage, this lanthorn our tiring house, and we will do it in action, as we are to do it before the Duke.
Peter Prince.
Yet what sayest thou, Bullyvon?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How must do this?
By our lacking a parlous fear. I believe we must leave the killing out when all is said and done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let that prologue say we do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. and this shall put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue then.
Will not the ladies be afraid of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, but there is not a more fearful wildfowl than your lion living, and we are to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's mask, and he should speak through saying thus, or to the same effect. Ladies, fair ladies, I would wish you, I would request, I would entreat you not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it be pity on my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are. And then let him name his name and tell them plainly he is Thug the Joiner.
Aye, but there are two hard things. First, to bring moonlight into the chamber, for you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar. Look in the almanac. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
I was fast. You must leave the casement of the great chamber window open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lanthorn, and say he comes to disfigure, or presenteth the person of moonshine. Then, there is another thing. We must have a great wall in the chamber, for in the story, Pyramus and Thisbe did say they did talk to the chamber wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and he must have some loam or some plaster or some rough cast about him to signify wall, and he must hold his fingers thus, saying, yes, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Aye, then all is well. Come, every mother's son, rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you first. Once you have spoken your part, enter into the break, and so every man according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen. A play toward, be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, spicy cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odors, odors.
Odors, savor sweet, so hath thy breath, thy dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice, stay thee but there a while, and by I go to thee appear.
Stranger Pyramus that ever played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry must you, for you must understand he goes off to see a noise he heard, and is to come back.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily-white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar, as truest horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninny's tomb, man. Why, you must not speak that yet. You speak all your part at once. You answer to Pyramus. Your cue has passed. It is never tire.
Oh, as truest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, I would.
Why, master? No!
Follow you! I'll lead you about around. Walk through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime, perhaps I'll be sometime a hound, a hog, a headless bear of fire, and neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn, like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
Why did they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard.
Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an asset of your own, don't you? I didn't make this.
Whoa, blessing, bottom, blessing, thou art translated.
I see that, neighbor. This is to make an ass out of me. Right? If they could. But I will not stir from this place. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, that they shall hear, I am not afraid. The woozle cock so black of hue, with orange and tawny bill. The throstle with his notes so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The sparrow and the lark, the plain-sung cuckoo gray, that marry a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy notes, was mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtue's force to unstop move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you would have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love do keep little company nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Oh, not so neither. But if I would enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. And I do love thee. Therefore, go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou in pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness. So, thou shalt prepare to go. Peace blossom. Cobweb.
And I,
Moth.
and I,
Mustard seed and tulip.
and I.
Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with wild grapes, green figs, and mulberries. And pluck the wings from painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Not to him else, and do me courtesies.
Hail, 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 hail.
Come, lead him to my bower. The moon methinks looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, sweeps every little flower, marking cement for his chastity. Tie up my love's tongue, bring him silently.
Hello, mortals. Don't think I didn't notice you. Now the fairies have requested a short interlude into which they can prepare a place for Bottom. So, you will have 30 minutes to do what you will. But out of courtesy, Titania has had them prepare a feast for you in the other room. So enjoy it if you will. We'll be back here anon.